Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this is breaking news. This is just coming in. Like, people are texting me, my phone's blowing up. It was reported by a number of news outlets, ESPN, Yahoo Sports, that heavyweight contender Jarrell Big Baby Miller has in fact tested positive for a banned substance known as GW1516. It's been reported by VADA. He has tested positive for it.
Dan
Raphael reported it. Yahoo Sports reported it. Eddie Hearn said that they found adverse findings from I guess he took a piss test in on March the 20th, and it's just now coming out. So interesting stuff. Before we get into what he tested positive for, I want to let you guys know that I saw Jarrell Miller personally yesterday at the Heavyweight Factory. I went to the Heavyweight Factory yesterday. Here in South Florida to go say hi to my friends Evander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe. And while I was there, Jarrell Miller was in the ring doing pad work and working out and sweating his ass off. And he looked in very good shape. Like, he didn't look as chubby as normal. He looked like he was carrying his weight very.
He was pretty cut.
Very
from
well.
A distance when I seen him.
You saw him as well, yeah.
Wow, I was like, just a big baby Miller I've seen before.
Yeah.
He looked real good.
Yeah.
Actually.
Looked really, really good, honestly, from a physical standpoint. But I wanted to interview him yesterday, and he said no. We'll do it later in the week. Don't worry, I'll get you. You're my guy. So I was courteous to him. What am I gonna say? No, Jarrell, do the fucking no. He didn't do it that day. I went to the gym today. Actually, I was at the gym for 6 hours, 5-6 hours. Waiting for him. He wasn't there today, so this is probably why he wasn't there. But just so you guys know, for a little research I did on GW1516, it is a performance enhancing supplement that allows you to increase your stamina. I read an article where it said it can increase your stamina up to 70%. It cuts fat. Your stamina gets better as you're training and as you're working out. Your stamina gets better over time. So obviously, Jarrell Miller, he wanted to definitely up his stamina and wear Joshua's ass out, and that's why he took the supplement. So we don't know if the fight's gonna be off, but either way, it's very disappointing, honestly, because number one, this is a big fight for Jarrell. Number two, this fight might actually be called off, and number three, it wasn't just so long ago that at the first press conference he was the one accusing Anthony Joshua of performance enhancing drugs, and now this comes out. So
it's very unfortunate. I'm a firm believer that I'm not saying he's a cheater or whatever you want to call it. He's trying to get an advantage. I'm talking about Big Baby Miller and other boxers and other athletes. But I'm a firm believer as far as you can't cheat the system, because sooner or later it's going to catch up to you. And when you least expect it, when the biggest thing's happening to you is when it actually happened. And right here, there's like a big disappointment. I almost choked my pistachio when my son told me in the house. I could not believe it.
He thought I was joking with him when I first told him.
And I'm still like not even believing it. But then I do watch Dan Raphael, and when he speaks about boxing and breaking news, I already know. If he found something about it, it's got to be real.
Yeah.
So.
And I just found it odd because, I haven't seen Jarrell Miller personally since 2017 when I was in New York City for the Marius Walk fight. And yesterday was the first time I saw Jarrell in well over a year. And me and Jarrell, I'm not gonna sit here and say we're like incredibly close friends, but we have a good relationship. Like when I see him, it's all love. We never
no hate,
there's no hate, no nothing. He's always shown me love. I've shown him love, and it's all been good. We delivered a lot of good interviews. So yesterday when I went up to him after all this time and he said what he said, I wasn't mad about it, but I just found it a bit odd because he's never been a guy, and all the time I've known him. I interviewed him. I've interviewed Jarrell like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, so before
he's never been a guy to turn down an interview.
And the funny part was that I asked my son, and my son said, "There's something not right."
I told him yesterday. I was like, I don't know what it is, Dad, but something is really off about Jarrell. And then I went to the gym today in hopes that he'd be there.
Wow. And
that we would do an interview today, and because I really enjoyed talking to Jarrell. He's a great personality. He's someone that is one of the most colorful personalities in boxing. Yeah. And he didn't even show up to the Heavyweight Factory today to do his training camp, which is where he's doing some of his training camp at the Heavyweight Factory. So it was very alarming to me, and it was very odd because I sat there today in this hot ass gym with Riddick Bowe. Me and Riddick Bowe were talking for like 5-6 hours today, and no Big Baby, no sign of him.
And it's not easy going the hustles that my son does for this. So for him it was big to go out there to the gym and make his sacrifices, and then to find out this is like a very alarming when he was supposed to have an interview with him. But to know, my point of view is you live and learn. And you die by taking chances, and like I told you from the beginning, I'm a firm believer that when you try to cheat the system, it's going to catch you sooner or later.
Yeah.
And it's just unfortunate that one of the for me, I like his personality, Big Baby Miller's personality, his charisma, the way he carries himself, the talker. He he brings excitement to boxing by the way he carries himself. But this right here is probably going to put a dag on his $8 million that he was supposed to get from Eddie Hearns.
Absolutely. And the thing is too, like, my thing with Jarrell is like, you know, why would you? I know boxers take supplements all the time, like all kinds of different supplements. And I know Jarrell has in the past, like even in the build to this fight, like he was very vocal about how these drug testing agencies don't always alert the boxers of what's banned and what's not banned, because they'll ban things but they won't notify the boxers. Right. So I'm sure if I did interview him, he'll probably say something about that. He'll probably say, "Oh well, I took this and it wasn't on the ban list," and he'll probably say something like that.
Or maybe he, like most athletes say, is that I was not aware of until after I took it that it wasn't. You know what I mean? But you know darn good and well, if you're going to a fight for $8 million, you're going to make sure that whatever you take or what somebody gives you, it's going to be clean or it's going to give you an edge. And sometimes what happens is we get the we get the false impression that when somebody tells you or sells you some type of goods that's going to give you the edge, it actually is not as truth as it actually seems to be.
Absolutely. So yeah, it really is unfortunate because Jarrell's a dope person, and I've been following him for years now, and you know this is a big moment for his career and for him to do. You know, I'm confused too. Like why would you even try to take any supplements if you know that there's VADA testing? Like I know like you can normally get away with it when you fight on other cards and there's no VADA testing. Right. But if you listen, you can't fuck around with VADA testing. It'll catch your ass. They catch people all the time. It is the most stringent drug testing in all of boxing. So if you're cheating or if you're taking something you should be taking, you'll get found out. So
is that why Mayweather never
took VADA testing? Everything was USADA because USADA, if you can pay them and you can manipulate things. VADA is an independent testing agency. You can't manipulate VADA.
I mean, like I say, it's a big shocker to me. But I still gonna support him. I mean, we catch boxers left and right all the time to get caught, and they just move on and learn from it. But getting a chance is in your lifetime. Who knows if you're gonna get this again? And it hurts. Yeah. It hurts me a lot because even though I honestly thought Joshua was gonna probably end up beating Miller, I had a lot of love for Miller because of the relationship my son and him had together. And when I did see him, his personality was great. So hope everything works out for him. Whether this is just we call it a block in the road or whatever. Yeah. And I wish him the best, but it's just shocking. I probably have to get the video. I'm still not going to be over it.
Absolutely.
I have to go to Instagram all these places and look, find out, make sure, because I'm so angry about it. To tell you the truth, because I really wanted the best for him.
Yeah, me too. Last thing, and I'll close the video like this. Jarrell, I know you watch my videos sometimes, so I'm gonna extend an invitation to you, Jarrell, because you didn't show up to the gym today. I really wanted to talk to you. So Jarrell, I'm in the South Florida area. I definitely know that you're in the South Florida area. If you want to do an interview and you want to clear all this up for the boxing fans, to the boxing world, I'd love to interview you tomorrow or sometime this week. Like you promised. I'll be at the gym tomorrow. Okay, I'll be at the gym tomorrow. I'll be working out ready to go tomorrow in the morning at 9 a.m. at the Heavyweight Factory, and I'll stay for probably 3 or 4 hours, and you can meet me there tomorrow if you want. And, so
either way, we support you. My son supports you. We understand the disappointment and all this, and like I said, maybe you weren't aware or where you were aware. Who knows? But either way, we still love you, and we just want to get the truth out there and understand that it's not hating on you. Yeah. We just shocked that it just happened. Yeah, more importantly, Jarrell, like I'll let you talk and speak your piece, and I have built up, not to brag, but I built up a good reputation through my interviews of being someone who allows the fighters to speak their piece. So if you want to speak your piece, Jarrell, I won't interrupt you. You can say what you want to say, how you want to say it, unfiltered, and whatever you want. Whatever, man. I'm here. So just. It's all love either way.
It's all love, but that's the news. Jarrell Miller tests positive for a banned substance, and his fight with Anthony Joshua on June the 1st just might be in jeopardy. So we'll see what happens. We'll definitely be covering it and keeping up with the latest developments here on True School Sports. And so like we say in every video, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just Kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.